It's going to keep the spiders at bay. You're going to need to bring a flamethrower, Xingqiu, if you want to keep Kiyotaka off of you.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love. Radiant called in the fortification.
Oh, but he might just be dying as well at the same time. Or is it just a bait? Is it just a bait?
Radiant's the middle
Question right now. Paparazzi going to get hit by the charge by Antares. Won't get the connection onto the Broodmother. Has to dodge the Spirit Breaker. They've got a lot of stuff onto Antares, so they will get Kiyotaka.
Jackpot.
Penguin's there again. Shut down the Penguin, there's only Darkseer and Ire free farming. I think map and you can Penguin, Dark, Ire just kind of holding down the top side.
What point do you want to play aggressively though? Is that when you get the Blink Dagger? Top lane, Chrono comes down. Yeah, I mean, so far, well, it's just Sai who's fallen, but it looks like they are going to be able to get squad with this one as well. A lot of damage coming out from both teams. You notice Karkal getting very low in this engagement, but Smell finds a support kill on the backlines. Now Hookshot comes through onto the two of them, but the relocate is there to get the Darkseer away. And that was a reload in, so he's not going to be jumping back into that engagement on the carry IO, which is thankful.
Okay, this is fun. Alright, so now it's like...
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
Now it's like, yeah guys, playing into baseless, right? Snapfire, Clockwork. They're gonna hit... I love the fact that people are aggressive. Flip side is like, put your spell... Pangolier. I naturally tethers right.
Radiant are scanning
Kind of
for
hard for Aster to miss.
What?
Question is,
Gimana itu?
a lead now for Aster. Mentioning how V where to fight, he kind of blundered it.
Radiant's bottom tower's still
Entering
there.
the 11 minute
Not for
mark.
long.
Not the jump, and Samael has just gone. Tried to come in for the room, but immediately gets taken down. Now Squad bouncing around left, right, and center, trying to lock down Kaka. That'll be the next kill for him with this Arcane Rune. He is so damn scary. XXS trying to come in and find the fight here. Squad, oh, he doesn't quite make it out of the arena, and now he's in a very awkward situation indeed, trying to limp himself away from this one, but despite the Arcane Rune, doesn't have the cooldowns. A miss on that swashbuckle really, really hurts. And now they'll run down FNG as well. 3 heroes on the side of VIRTUS Brew. They did get the Samael Storm Spirit though.
Top tower is under attack.
Often this Angry's gonna have Mars gets selected. Fights. Net worth no.
Spicy graph.
Slightly ahead.
Yeah.
Careful, it's like, respect the fact that
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Aster just
Radiant structures are fortified.
Careful. Getting to the beat. Getting to that.
Yeah, and there are some really scary times on Aster as well. Like, I mean, I might just be saying this, I don't know the eye, but I feel like his Ags isn't like a, oh no, he's gonna win the game moment like it used
top
to
tower
be.
is under attack.
Right now,
Yeah.
has the 50 talent for extra. He has damage at 20. There isn't like constant accelerants.
jump in. I mean, ooh, this is interesting. We've got a chronosphere and an arena coming down, but whatever. It gets them all 3 kills, so it's fine. It's fine. No such thing as too much topping on that pancake. Is now we move over towards Krillage as well. He's in a bit of trouble, but he's got that Helm the Dominator creep very nicely positioned to try and run himself away. And my god, he's fast with that Kobold Foreman to speed him up as well. So he's just zooming away from the team at the moment. Once again, separating himself from his Kobold, and that leads him astray, and he gets himself out. Beautiful plays there from Kiritich. But yeah, ultimately still a bit of a disaster for Virtus Pro. But now they kind of need to make some moves, I feel. You know, this Chronosphere is on cooldown. It's time to make something happen whilst that's those ultimates are down on the side of ASTER.
It's about to be Radiant's top rubble. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Kinda, I guess, makes sense.
Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love. Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Yeah.
Again, we'll see now. Might be top of the chest, but bottom of the Cyber Pan goes through.
Yeah, and I'm glad VP are trying to make something happen here. You know, they are smoked up, they are looking in the neighborhood, they're gonna find Monet, but Monet's got plenty of time just to back himself away, but Notice can still come in and just steal these creeps, and this is a stack camp as well, so it's gonna feel reasonably good for Virtus Pro to do that. But again, ASTER, they're already moving forwards, you know, they're gonna have these kisses back again, Arena's already off cooldown, so they're feeling pretty confident they can take a fight.
I want to get my unit. Timing. Oh.
Radiant are scanning. How does that even work?
Make the statement.
Oh dear.
Bells already.
Oh no, they found him. He relocated back to Fountain, I think to get his Aghanims, yeah. And now they're going to try and fight on top of this, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to keep himself alive. Let's see if he can survive through this. Criminal is taking so much damage, and he is going to fall. The TPs are cancelled. They realize there's just too many heroes in the neighborhood for them to take that fight. So, Dire is cold and lonely in the bottom lane.
Trying to hype beat.
Yeah.
Like, he relocated into
in trouble.
Death. And now Dire doesn't have relocate one back up, so there's the argument of maybe even playing around that.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good, especially if he doesn't get the arena, which he certainly will not be able to. No cases to combo with it anyway, as Sonero just passing through, and there's the Chrono dropping down onto 4. They'll take down Sayu straight off the bat. Looking over towards Squad now as well. Sonero catches him out mid-swashbuckle as well. It's going to get them the second kill here. And now look at those cogs. Let's look at them down. FNG, you can't go anywhere. He's going to die as well. Notice trying to run himself away. He's got the surge, but is he fast enough? I don't think so. They're still chasing ASTER. Monet leading the chase. He's got the cookie coming in as well. Notice does sidestep. Surge out as well. Nice little moves coming out from a Dark Sea. He does actually get away. So a small, thin silver lining here for Virtus Pro, but it's still such a rough game for them.
It's like the
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire just denied their middle tower.
Really just the strength of ASTER's lineup. Machine.
Dire's putting the hurt on Radiant's
basically
middle
had
tower.
3 successfully be run into. Yeah, ASTER just. I would love to see one fight where your pipe aura, like you're basically. Cogs and this.
Yeah.
I feel like this. If it was against any other combination, swap those heroes. I think this is against what ASTER so hard, and you're gonna need.
It's very difficult.
play this like no care. You hit your time, it's fine.
See you later, nerds.
Que bota é esse, cara?
Works out.
And we could take a quick, a cheeky little look at the schedule whilst we've got this pause going on, because why not? Of course, we've got another Virtus Pro game coming up after this one with Entity, Execration ASTER later on, and then Entity ASTER later on. But back into the game as we are unpaused, so let's get back into it. I feel like ASTER, like, they've just got all this team fight, and this game has been entirely based on fighting. You know, there's been very little people trying to play the lanes. You know, no one's tried Roche yet. It's 18 minutes in. It's all about just smashing your heads together. Not even in lanes as well. No one cares towers. No one cares like objectives. It's just a brawl.
Counterplay style, like the itemization, workiness. Now going for the. If anyone wants to jump in.
I'm wondering if they want.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I
attack.
mean, they're going themselves.
They have him on vision, right? Like Kiritich is he doesn't know. And now in comes the rocket. He's going to give him a little warning with Arena coming down. XXS, they're going to take him down again. Yet another death for the IO. And a look across towards F&G. Pick up their little freebie on top of that as well. The cherry on the cake. And yeah, this is rough. 0-3 now on the IO.
The lag. But no, it does feel like for V.
Yep. Do you want a carry comparison? The IO is 0-3-2, and the Faces Void is 9-0-5.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Monet is having a gay old time. And he's not even been bothering about Chronosphere either. He's just bouncing in all the time. Like, he's like, yeah, Chronosphere, Schmonosphere. I've got an arena. You know, I've always got someone to fight with me. Really pushing the advantage, which I like to see.
Just had to, like, get the free. And then I think every single minimum. There hasn't been a top one where he. Every other one has been impact chrono. So he hasn't had to like perfect game get punished.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Of the eye right now.
Yeah, so 9-0 insurance policy is a good one indeed.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's not like
That game's feeling very insured at the moment.
For you.
I'm trying to think like I like
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
would happily like to buy that. I don't really need vessel. Even just one later on. Aster has the hero. Mind scaling. 10k leader.
Incoming.
Take one fight. That's it. Fight as 5 yet.
Yep, and another hook shot, another kill onto a support off Virtus Pro, another kill for Monet as he gets his 10th kill off the game. I really just want one fight where I say, wow, this IO hero looks pretty good.
The thing with IO, right? That TI, and like, it was like the storyline of the cast. Kind of repeat that cast, right?
Radiant is
IO's
scanning
doing
for enemies.
IO's dying, ooh, and then eventually it's like, oh my god! Like that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not seeing this right now, though.
Yeah, and watching FNG and just trying to save the Tormentor is oh man, I was like, okay, maybe this is a cool idea, you know. It seemed like they had a real plan there. Heritage like tethered to the Undying. Yeah, Roche happened. No, we don't care about that. And they were like, all right, let's take this thing. We just do about. We got infinite heals between us, and then they didn't do any damage at all.
Like a bold thing. Carroted and go up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay.
What a bounty! Double damage!
Oh no. Hooray, the tombstone.
It happened again. Own it.
Jesus Christ. How did...
Double kill.
How the hell did Monet get that kill? He literally just jumped in to kill him the moment he came out of the tombstone there. Oh no. They thought they could get something, but yeah, somehow gets out.
Invisibility!
I think, actually. I was guessing it was sub 5. Check the
Dire's
stats.
tower looks to be disintegrated.
Well, he gets the roof.
Radiant's
I can
courier
get.
has been killed.
I just don't see
like
how
this
VP
courier ones.
down on the map right now.
Absolutely degraded.
No, I think...
They got no fostering to Pangolier and KO the tool at the fusel. Aghanims.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Play the wider map.
Fortified structures. Pretty good move if you ask me. Dire's putting up a barricade. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I kind of feel like VP's game might be a little bit over. I hope I'm wrong about that, but I just don't really see a way back for them, you know? Like...
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yes, I'm a...
Ooh, Asgard's literally thinking 93. I'll stick with 93. Wow!
Yo,
all right.
Valve, Loki, fanboys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. This is the TI effect.
Exactly, TI effect. Iron carry, they're gonna hard coded. If Iron carry didn't get...
Yeah, give them an extra 10%. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Because I don't see any ways back into the game for them. So usually when that's the case, it's usually sitting around like 90 to 95-ish. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean,
I think
Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love. Radiant's middle tower had a run-in with the Dire.
they have become the hero. They're like compliments.
Boom! There it goes.
Happily played. I think that's the V thing before. Yes.
Do it with flair.
They are trying to go modify the map to potentially the
I just want to point out something, but I will wait as there is a fight going on right now. Notice trying to run them in circles. They will get the Chronos. They drop down. I mean, it's onto the Darkseer and the Undying, who's going to get himself inside the Tombstone. Meanwhile, they're able to take out, at the very least, Peaky on the sidelines here. FNG bind back into this one. They want to try and take this fight. This is their moment. Can they make it happen? Io tethered up to the Pangolin. Really getting a whole lot done. I mean, the balls are kind of bouncing around, but doing, well, not enough. Monet, even if he was getting low there, he had himself an Aegis, so no real threat on the board. And yeah, just a kind of useless ball rolling around the fights. Well, two useless balls rolling around the fights, actually. Pangolier did a bit, but 2,600 damage. Yeah, it's going to be another one.
Blown away!
Well, that was disappointing.
No,
Radiant's top tower's under attack.
after the very
Radiant's top tower has
heavy
fallen.
lineup, right? But
Radiant is scanning for enemies. Radiant's top tower's about to topple.
negative I guess that is testament to maybe trying it out, or at least Maybe they
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
have to give him a little respect there. Playing for the win. The game is so different.
Radiant's top tower is
Can't find
under
that
attack.
timing or if it's...
Ooh, a lot of spells missed there onto PQ, trying to catch out the clockwork, but he's got himself a full stuff. And again to safety. Ward plays down. Does actually find him with a swap, but I mean, he gets hook shot up, but now it comes to Arena. XSS, he pumps a refresher to get another spear off. Does have another Arena, should he want to use it, thanks to the double soul ring, and well, Storm jumps in, immediately getting disarmed, but they've already taken down Kiritich, so already looking a little bit awkward. FNG's gonna get jumped on now as well. He's gonna get burned up by the kisses, and yeah, another train wreck for the side of VIRTUS Pro. At what point do you put this train to the station is the question we're gonna be asking right now.
Resilient to the bitter end. You're alive in 30. Give it another go, boys. I didn't even notice. Haven't together.
They're unstoppable. Own it.
The problem is,
Your storm was coming.
Phew.
Top tower's under attack.
I was worried for a minute there. I thought that things were about to get real bad for them.
Motors up and Mars has a refresher, of course.
Radiant's top tower just tapped out.
FNG, that is...
Alright, you're back to 30 seconds though. Don't worry.
Oh, he's timed it perfectly. Look at that, actually. This guy's a gamer.
Radiant's top barracks are defenseless. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
True. Oh, yeah, the reload plays. I'll never see it coming. Haha! Thought you had me, didn't you? And here comes the Arena, catching the both of them. Oh, with the shot as well. That is just tasty. On the sideline, actually jumping Sayu as well. So split targeting from the side of ASTER with the Chrono coming down onto the two of them. They're allowed to do this. They'll take down Kiritich once again. Look at the what's noticed as well. Overall, it's probably the most damage we've seen from anything this game. And it's still just not doing enough. Although I say that, they are actually able to bring down the Mars with these illusions. The Void is his own worst enemy at the moment. They have one of their own, and he's actually doing so much work with it. BKB coming out from Monet. He didn't have that Aegis anymore, so slight threat, but Squad is just getting run down from a distance by Sumail. Sumail is now out of mana though, so just going to make sure, stick with Destroyer in and make sure he's completely drained, but FNG is dead once again. And there it is. The GG comes out. They get their last hurrah, but the GG just dropped, and yeah. Cute draft from the side of VIRTUS Pro, bringing some new ideas to the table, but in the NT didn't quite work out.
Dire's
the soul
bottom tower
plus the
is
medallion,
under
that's really the
attack.
timing that they go on.
This could be a pretty scary next couple of minutes, though. You just got the ATOS completed. What an easy way to be able to set up for the actual Spirit into Echo Stomp. So kind of anyone that shows, and we're going to see that be the case right now. Instantly onto Stormstormer. They're a little bit messy with the spell combo, but it's not going to matter. The kill is secured, and now Zai, he's looking to cut off the path as well. Scorch Spirits is still bringing Nisha down, but he survives on 15 health. Snapfire gets out of danger, but Insania will be cut off inside their own jungle, so a 1-for-1, but of course Liquid will be happy with that.
Anytime that you can trade a core for a support, you're pretty happy with the overall outcome. Mid lane isn't with any significant creeps, so no siege creeps able to continue to push in. You don't have significant minus armor as well, with Watson still wanting to make sure that he gets into that blink. I mean, he needs blink, BKB, and the Desolator this game, but I feel like you can get active with just the blink and the BKB. You know, there's so much that they've got to be able to hold you in your tracks, and your job is basically just to confirm the blow up onto Zai.
It seems like they've read it as well. Look at, they're starting to rotate 2 heroes down. They might be just a little bit too late to be able to protect their Underlord. Now even Fishman's nearby as well, just to be able to offset this attempt at some revenge. The Stormstormer is still looking to try and play aggressive. Nisha gets a cookie out, and Stormstormer just gets blown up from the combo, and Nisha now addresses the Tombstone and can look for heroes, because Mickey, he's come to the portable. Mickey, he's overestimated how tanky he truly is, and now Gabby's going to get involved as well. It's every single hero down at the bottom side of the map, but it's going to be Entity that will reign supreme in this skirmish. It's a 4-for-1 exchange.
4-for-1 exchange, and they still top the top tower with Gabby's creeps at the same time. So Zai, he TP'd up there to be able to deal with it, and you just didn't have that big beefy frontliner that I was calling for throughout the entire draft, right? It just shows how quickly Drow can be squished like a bug if she's just in the wrong position at the wrong time, and she was just surrounded by all of those Entity heroes. Is that a 3k gold swing in favor of Entity?
Yep. 3k gold swing. What a good start it looked like as well for Liquid. I mean, Stormstormer gets blown up, playing a little bit too far on the front line. That's 2 deaths in a row for him, but this is, we saw the response was there, and now you're going to have a little bit of breathing room for the boys on Entity. Next couple of minutes, you can find these next set of items to be able to contest the Liquid ball up that they're probably looking to have very shortly.
That was a stolen Sunstrike that was able to help confirm the kill onto Stormstormer as well by Boxy, so again showing why he is a great Rubik player.
Dude, he's little 8.
Again, that double Wisdom rune really paid dividends, and it's almost 14 minutes, so I think this time around Entity are wanting to make sure that they retain that for themselves. Protect Watson as he takes this Ancient Stack at the same time. They don't exactly have the strongest tower push right now on Liquid. Take a little while for them to be able to take down this bottom tier 1. If Entity even care about them doing so, might just look to converge in onto mid.
Yeah, maybe put some pressure on the tower and then continue getting space across the map. Like we said, this is still a lineup that does take a little bit more items to hit your spike, so it seems like they really don't care about contesting the bottom side of the map.
I mean, it's not where they want to play, right? It's the thing that I mentioned with playing on the Radiant side, right? Roshan, he's still going to be chilling down here for the next 30 seconds, but with that top tower taken, they're able to take mid as well. That really opens up the whole top third of the map for Entity to just claim as their own. You've got the Psionic Traps that you can look to play with, you've got the Inner Beast Aura, just the 1 point in it, but that Helm of the Dominator nearly finished up the Vlads. Roche will melt.
Very nice hawk from Gabby. Was able to scout out the multiple TPs mid. So they're going to be able to play accordingly here for Entity. This will give them some information as well that those teleports were used. So whether they want to try and look for a play through the portal, want to try and set up underneath the observer ward. They're kind of holding hands at the moment. 3 heroes towards this top side of the map.
That's how they want to play though, right? They've got those ultimates at the ready. They've got the Roar available. Want to make sure that they've got command over this area. You can see in Lee pinging out Roche as soon as he settles.
This could be a scary spot to fight though. Doesn't look like Liquid have read it just yet. But you got it for Entity. If this Roche doesn't die fast enough and there's a die lineup to contest it, it could be dangerous. But it looks like they're on the ball. They get at a fast enough rate.
They're under reward as well at the same time, so they know they have the confidence to pull onto it, and there we go. Nice early Roshan, exactly what a TA draft is playing for.
Smoke to try and take the fight as well. Mickey's not going to be involved in this team fight. It's a 5v4. But the call's going to be for Liquid. It's a pretty good stomp from Zai, but look at Storm with the wrap and the tornado onto 3 with the meatball as well. Now they can rotate around the corner as Watson's in with the cleanup. But still, it's not going to be enough as Gabby finds the finishing blow. It's going to be a 3-for-1 once again, favoring Entity. And that was all set up thanks to Storm's spell casting.
Set up thanks to the ward. I mean, that Fishman ward inside of the area around the outpost is just doing a phenomenal amount of work. Scouting out the early movements, making sure that they were very comfortable to just full-on commit to that Roche rather than take that extra couple of seconds. And then they saw that Mickey had moved away as well. So they were just like, all right, let's go in. We're happy to kill him, but if he's just not here, he's not going to be able to have the level of impact to be able to provide the damage. Because it really feels like unless Foxy gets in a move, they're lacking damage until Mickey truly joins in. Positive side is, though, only 850 gold away.
Zai? Go back to the portal! Get him out. Okay, he made it.
Under attack.
Alright. Oh.
Guard finished. Protecting a little bit, I guess, but it really does feel like, what does he even need? Does he want, like, maybe a Lotus Orb is the next item for him? Just to be able to... Either that or greed. You know, I want him to have a way to be able to get out of this silence, to be able to get out of Cold Snap and the like, to be able to reflect Beastmaster Roar. Honestly, the Lotus Orb probably gives a little bit of that armor component, just because you do have this Solar Crest and a TA with Deso running at your face.
Yeah, I do wonder what route he's going to go down, because he's definitely been the hero that's struggled, I think, the most this game overall from all the cores. I mean, we see his bottom of the net worth there for them, so... how much gold is he going to be able to play this game with kind of the start that he's had? So he's going to have to be kind of pretty on point with the item decision, as we see, well, from Storm, it's at Octarine. So Midas Octarine, this dude is going to be farming it at a rapid rate.
I think he's about ready to fight right now. There's really no need to go back to the farming route. This is the draft that you picked. Aggressive one. They're executing it to perfection right now. The lanes probably went slightly better for Liquid than they were expecting, but Entity very, very happy with how the mid game has ended up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And what do we think they can get out of the last 2 minutes here for the Ages? You thinking about maybe this bottom tier 2, or even looking to take another tower across the map?
I'd love the bottom tier 2. You know, it makes taking the Tormentor, makes taking the Wisdom Rune a whole lot easier. I mean, there's plenty of spaces for Gabby to be able to set up a Hawk to the left or the right side. Just depends on how many wards they've got to be able to play around with. You've got a mech, you've got Solar Crest, you've got all of your spells off cooldown. Lineup that can just keep going.
Does that even work? Highest bottom tower.
We'll do just that. Tier 2 tower gets claimed. But they want to stick around, potentially even poke the high ground and just wait for that Tormentor to be up along with the Wisdom Rune. But we'll force Liquid back.
Let's see, force a glyph, and then if they can back off after that, I think they're going to be very satisfied on Entity. Then they can much more easily take all of those outer towers and still potentially make an advance.
This is scary, though.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
I think they can back off entirely, to be honest. They might just take away one more set of creeps from the Liquid side of the map, but then want to retreat, fix the lanes a little bit. You can see Stormer, he's the one to back off. He knows that they're going to be trying to do this on Liquid as much as possible, because when you commit 5 people onto one lane, it leaves another area of the map for them to be able to farm. So Boots of Travel, one of the better responses for it.
It's like they are going to start to head back to bottom as well for Entity. Watson will show on the lane. Do you contest this side of the map, though, for Liquid, with Aegis still up for another 45 seconds?
I think they just want to make sure they don't lose their high ground, right? But obviously, he has to be very careful here.
Might lose Insania as well. Forced up, get some separation, but Mystic Flare is going to be laid down. Boxy should be killed off with the Defender's Gate, unless Insania has something else to say about it. But he's going to try and fly on out. The fall damage is just lacking at the moment, with Mickey along with Nisha on the opposite side. And nothing to do with that engagement, so it'll just be the kill onto Boxy, but they will lose the Tormentor.
So with Watson, he's got the Blink Dagger finished up, right? That's how he was able to confirm that kill onto Boxy, but it took him so much longer than he was probably expecting, just because of the neutral item choice of both Rubik and the Elder Titan. They've both gone for Gossamer Capes, one of the best neutral items that you could possibly go against a TA. 4-second cooldown, you're just able to completely shrug off a huge portion of that instant blow up. Yeah. Hanging around here until that wisdom room spawns, yoink it away. Lane's being shoved out relatively. Without Watson being there's no way they can see high ground. So
Dude, that's so much damage. Now I'll get boxy as well. Stormstormer nearby to be able to drop some of the spells. Looks like they're a little bit hesitant though.
They can't go with a TA, right? That's the thing. Like, TA is your big burst damage. Got a lot of setup. Got a lot of, like, bring them down.
Setup that they had to enable that, but ever since they had this Aegis, this net worth lead has not looked back from there. So does it ever get to a stage where we feel like ever since they had this Aegis, this net worth lead has not looked back from there? Is this a lineup that can, if they can stall this out, because they do have very good tower defense and high ground defense as well, but are they going to be able to combat entities as this game goes on?
Oh, absolutely, they will be able to. The big things that they're playing for is Snapfire getting up into that level 20, right? You see Nisha, you're still playing a universal hero, you've still got a lot of damage, but it's not until that little shredder actually uses your attack damage that you're able to rip through a lot of these people. Like, you still have the issue of not a lot of damage over time. So Watson, he hasn't even got into his BKB yet because he hasn't need to, because they've been able to blow up people so easily. But yeah, it really just is a bit of that delay game. And, it's just been so desperate to try and get any sort of farm, any sort of levels that kills like that can happen, because you're not expecting an entity to still be hanging around that sort of area. He was holed up on that high ground for a good minute and a half, and as soon as he ventures down, they just kill him. So that's the big thing. Zai cannot die super easily like that, otherwise it's going to mean that entity just have free reign to breach the high ground.
And you were saying the draft as well, like, you kind of really need the Underlord to be that beefy hero. So with him having a difficult game, how does this then pressure the liquid formation on how they can protect the Snapfire, how they can protect the Drow, and even the Rubik as well? Like, this is a hero that wants to be kind of freely spellcasting from the backline. So with Zaya having a difficult game, like, how much this is really going to hurt Liquid's formation as we get to some of the later fights?
It's going to hurt it a lot. The plus side is that he's nearly got into that Lotus Orb for himself, so Plate Mail being finished up, obviously going to be a big benefit for him. And I think Insania needs to play a little bit more of like a selfless game. Not that he hasn't been already, but he's got the Gossamer Cape, he's got a Solar Crest. I wouldn't even hate seeing him turn this Boots of Speed into a phase boost, just for that little bit of extra armor and a little bit more mobility on the front lines of these fights, right? Just to be able to create a little bit of distraction away from the snap from the Drow.
Are we expecting, though, the next couple of minutes to be a little bit more passive? Of course, with that Aegis going away for Entity, or can they continue to still play pretty aggressive and occupy Liquid's territory? I
think they could play... They don't necessarily need to occupy Liquid's territory, but there really isn't too much stopping them from taking the tier 2 mid, right? They've got great ward coverage over the right-hand side of the map. They've got plenty of TA traps picked up as well. This is TA trap with the Aghanim shard as well, so extra vision available there. But it seems like they just want to wait for Watson to have that BKB before they really feel confident in being able to take a tower, because a successful team fight means you can go high ground. They used their tier 3 glyph previously. That's why I really wanted them to push so aggressively previously. They did that. They forced the glyph out. Have a good, about a minute and a half to be able to go up onto that high ground.
You see Smoke, kind of first one for a while here from Liquid. It's really been Entity dictating the pace of this game. Are they going to be able to catch that out on the map? Stormstormer is their initial target. He's pretty speedy, though.